Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is Alireza Malikia. I am a PhD candidate in TEFL and I have just came for educational assessment topics and subjects. Uh, if you're watching this video, it means that I probably couldn't join this conference to present my work in an online mode. That is because the internet speed actually sucks in my country, Iran. I mean, it goes on and off frequently. So I decided to just pre-record my presentation to just see this as a plan B if I couldn't join and present my work in an online mode. Firstly, I need to thank the committee of this organization and conference for providing us this golden opportunity to gather and learn from each other. And next, I need to thank you for attending my presentation and to learn from each other about this very specific and very crucial topic. I mean, alternative assessment. My topic, as you can see, is the feedback frontier, exploring sustainable and effective practices for EFL teachers in higher enrollment courses. Actually, I ran into this subject and topic when I thought that how difficult it can be for teachers in just classes with a large number of learners to give feedback to each of those learners to provide individualized feedback. This is a daunting task and difficult task, of course, for teachers to do that. So I decided to do this topic and search for effective techniques and strategies to give feedback to learners in high enrollment courses. Uh, Firstly, as all of us know, assessment, teaching, and learning are three wheels, three actually sides of an effective education. Without one of these, we may just the education lacks effectiveness. And as we know, feedback stands at the core of assessment. We can say assessment is nothing without feedback and good, effective feedback. So we need to have feedback as one cycle of an effective education and instruction. Um, Giving feedback to learners has got many benefits. Uh, Probably the foremost benefit is that it can enhance and increase the students' learning and engagement. Uh, through offering individualized feedback to each learner in our classroom, we engage them in the process of learning so they can have an active role in their learning instead of just being passive learners. And I always just tell this to all of the teachers and my colleagues that through feedback and assessment, we can form learning and reform the instruction. So through feedback, we can form a student's learning and it helps us reform and restructure our teaching practices as well. So it helps both learners and teachers. As I told you, I thought that giving feedback to classes in classes with a large number of learners can be a very difficult task for any teacher. And despite their importance, I thought that effective feedback strategies and techniques, often received limited attention especially in high enrollment courses. So we thought that this can be a good research to conduct to search for effective practices in this regard. And there is a need to understand and research effective feedback strategies for high enrollment courses from Iranian EFL teachers' perspectives. Because in this study we researched and we actually tried to understand what are effective feedback practices based on Iranian EFL teachers' perspectives in my own context. In this study, we've actually proposed two research questions since this is a mixed methods study. The first research questions deals with the qualitative phase of this study. It is the what strategies do Iranian EFL teachers use to manage their effective workload in high enrollment courses? And the second research question, which deals with the quantitative phase of this study, is how do the Iranian EFL teachers prioritize or rank these different feedback strategies in high enrollment courses based on their perceived effectiveness or relevance? So firstly, we identify the effective feedback strategies, then we rank them based on their significance and Iranian EFL teachers' perspectives. Again, this is study 27 Iranian EFL teachers in the field of TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language, participated to be interviewed about the effective practices. They were from different genders, as you can see, male and female, and from with different academic degrees, from BA to MA and PhD. And they had different age ranges, starting from 22 years old to more than 42 years old. And they actually came from three different teaching contexts. I mean, three status of employability. They were university lecturers, language institute instructors, and school teachers, each having 9 participants. Since this study, as I told you previously, has got a mixed method design. We started by a qualitative phase, then we moved on to the quantitative phase. In the qualitative phase, we just divided participants into 3 groups based on their teaching context, whether they taught in universities, schools, or language institutes. And we divided into 3 groups of 9 participants. They actually engaged in 80-minute focus group discussions. The questions in focus groups were previously tested through pilot testing. I mean, the wording of the questions, and also new questions could emerge during the discussion. It was actually kind of semi-structured discussion. After that, after we just identified the effective feedback practices, we asked teachers to simply rank those strategies, which one they thought that is of utmost importance to the lowest importance based on their perspectives. Okay, the results of the thematic analysis revealed that the feedback practices and strategies used by Iranian EFL teachers fell into 3 broad categories. The first broad categories was feedback management strategies. The first sub-theme under this broad category was distribute feedback over time. By this we mean that teachers are required to just to put their feedback or comment on a student's work into very smaller chunks rather than various extensive comments or feedback. And if you just divide or just put your comments into just a very smaller chunks, you can have more time to give feedback to each learners if you deal with a large number of learners in a classroom. The next one was feedback scheduling. It means that as a teacher, You should set strict deadlines for learners and ask them to complete their assignments and send them back to you within a strict deadline, so you can have enough time, sufficient time to give feedback on each students and their assignments. And the last sub-theme under this category was feedback templates. You can create or design feedback templates or feedback comments and adapt them based on each individuals in your classroom. I think this will, and teachers, I think that this can help you a lot to manage your time in high enrollment courses. The second broad category was collaborative and peer-involved approaches. The first one was collaborative assessment. Teachers believe that EFL teachers can engage in co-assessment with their colleagues to provide. It can be just for interdisciplinary projects. So each teacher can provide comments on another teacher's students. So in this way, it can add a variety and some sort of variety to the feedback, and it can manage your time. You can learn from other teachers on how to give effective feedback and etc. The second one was implementing self and peer assessment. You can to manage your time as a teacher, you can have a student's self and peer assessment in your classroom. You can provide the students with a checklist and ask them to mark and comment on each other's assignments based on that checklist. And the last one is group feedback. You can organize group feedback sessions. You can organize group feedback sessions based on the common students' problems, and you can provide insights to multiple students at the same time. For example, some students might have problem in, I don't know, simple past tense. So there is a need to hold or run a group feedback session to overcome students' problems in this specific grammar point. The last broad category, which was identified in this study, was technology-enhanced feedback methods. As a teacher, you can utilize technology tools and platforms to provide the students with automatic feedback. There are some websites that students, teachers that they use and I also use. For example, quizzes, grammar checkers, and these websites can provide the students with automatic feedback if you provide them with effective instructions as a teacher. And the last sub-theme under this category and all this study was using audio and video feedback. As numerous teachers and almost a majority number of teachers trying to give feedback through written comments, and this can take a very long time for you to do that. Instead, you can just add writer to do that and provide the students with audio or video feedback, and this will hugely save your time as a teacher to provide the students with individualized feedback. And please try to do this in your classroom and do not just stick to written comments. Many teachers add variety to that. They add a screencast feedback, video feedback, audio feedback. Try to try different modes of feedback, and the students make sure that the students will enjoy that as well. Okay, in the second phase of our study, in the quantitative phase, we ask teachers, Iranian EFL teachers, to rank these three broad categories based on their significance. Based on the results, it was revealed that teachers thought that the category of collaborative and peer-involved approaches can stand as a top category based on their perspectives. Second, it was feedback management strategies category. And the last one was the category of technology-enhanced feedback methods based on their, how Iranian EFL teachers found their significance. So it seems that collaborative and peer-involved approaches, as I explained to you about its subthemes, can be the most effective practices with regard to feedback in high enrollment courses. Okay, here we come to the just end of this presentation. This study can offer very insightful implications to EFL teachers, policymakers, teacher educators, and finally to educational assessment systems. EFL teachers can use the results of this study to know the effective feedback strategies or techniques that they can offer to their learners when they have classes with a high number of learners. Also, teacher educators and policymakers can run CPD courses or continuing professional development courses for EFL teachers to make them aware of these feedback strategies and to let them know how they can use these feedback strategies appropriately in their classrooms. And finally, utilizing these feedback strategies that I introduced in this study can enhance the quality and effectiveness of educational assessment systems as a whole. Okay, thank you for your patience and attending this presentation. Again, I'm so sorry if I couldn't present my work in an online mode. I hope that you can just get the idea of my presentation and you can just use these feedback strategies if you deal with a large number of learners in your classrooms. And if you have any further questions about my presentation or about this topic, you can contact me through this Gmail address that I have put here. Feel free to contact me and I will just answer you right away. Thank you for attending this session. Hope to see you in the future conferences. Good luck.